On a side note, I don't like how Ino ain't writing for Shikamaru.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I can't, like, your whole guy, that's your whole trio, y'all close, and any other time you do something questionable, you're like, oh, Shikamaru, I gotta trust what he's doing. But this time you don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Irbal Sinergy, the shop. I'm your host, Sinji. With me, as always, my co-host, I wanted to say something before Soundmaster, but I can't think of anything that pertains to the what I'm trying to get across. So, Irby!
It's me, Irby.
Saying it's me or it's a me?
It's me.
Irby.
Yeah, I'm here. And I'm ready.
What are you ready for?
Out here. I'm ready to discuss all these things we got to discuss and everything,
The allegations?
No, ain't no allegations.
The allegations?
Nah, no allegations.
I'd understand if you wanted to discuss the allegations.
Ain't no allegations to discuss.
Oh, I understand. Okay, so we're not talking about the allegations. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an alleged flavor?
It's not alleged. Could I have a flavor?
What's your favorite, big dog?
After giving some thoughts and some recollections, I am gonna go with Wisteria and Wand, because my boy Will, he just has that innate ability to just connect with one's soul.
Oh, is that the season finale you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
They just finished defeating the people. That monster and the headless folks showed up. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, I liked the episode. But no, the season finale was something else that you may get into or may not get into. Or, I don't think we didn't discuss Boruto last week. So that was a good one too.
Boruto was good. Yes. Let's get into Boruto.
Nope, you gotta do your flavor.
My flavor this week is ReZero's back, baby. That's it. That's what I'm excited about. I started it. I didn't get far because I was just very, very drained today. It's been a long week, and it's been a long day to top off the long week. So like I've been fighting how sleepy I am, and I wanted to watch it, but like it was hard to concentrate. So I might have to. I only got like maybe 20 minutes in. I might have to start it over. It's a whole 90-minute first episode.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it's a movie. You gotta, when you want to watch it, if you're gonna watch it, like make time for a movie.
Yeah, I ain't got time for all that.
That's what I was saying, bro. Like, cause like I was really trying to like find. If it was just half an hour, I could have squeezed it in no problem today. But like I had to squeeze in an hour and a half, and I was just like, I don't have that kind of space in my day today to squeeze an hour and a half in. And by the time I like was ready to like neglect some things to do it, I was just too drained to even get far. I was like, I don't know, man. Listen, next week.
Might be next week. Might be never. You might just have to watch half and half.
I could do that. That's fine.
Half tomorrow.
Even if I watched it in thirds, that's just an episode per time I watch.
Yeah.
On a side note, I feel very bamboozled before we get into the anime talks. And here's why. Did I explain to you my Sparking Zero situation? Were you in the party when I was talking to Tony about it?
Probably not.
I pre-ordered Sparking Zero, right? And
Yeah.
if you look on Amazon or Facebook or wherever they're showing the game, because like if you like one thing, they are showing the fuck out of it. 10/11 is the date. Now there is early access. I learned about the early access later on, but it's 3 day early access. So in my head, the game comes out Friday, 3 days. If I would have did my math better, I would have thought Tuesday, but I was thinking Wednesday. Um, Tuesday is not really a day I play anyway, so that was fine. And I was like, oh crap! All right, well I took off Wednesday. I mean, I took off Friday. I can play a little Wednesday, and I can go in on Friday. Spoiler alert: I pre-ordered it, and I'm gonna have access to that thing Monday night. I was like, damn man, I took off Friday. I'm gonna have this game a whole 4 days earlier. Can't they just make it like 6 so I can play it on the weekend?
No, they can't.
Oh man, I'm so excited and sad at the same time.
Yeah. You'd be excited and you'd be sad.
But I guess I don't. Have you like actually bothered to look at some of the videos I've sent?
Nah.
It's like a lot of the stuff in the game look really, 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 really good. Like they've really paid attention to detail, and like I hate to say it in this manner, but like I think it has something to do with Akira dying, and I'm just wanting to embody his spirit into this game. So like they put little details that like never made the anime, but were in the manga in the game, and like dude, it just it's people are gonna feel. Even though like it's gonna be hard to play against a Beerus with a Krillin's gonna most likely have some of skill set that like it's gonna be cool. It's gonna like if you're a Krillin fan, it's gonna touch on some things that you'd appreciate. You know, Yamcha, if Goku when you get like I don't know what version of Goku it is because there's like a million Gokus and a million Vegetas. But when you do the Goku that's from the Frieza saga, he does the angry Super Saiyan like first transformation thing where he like looks down in anger and then his head tilts up, and that's how he goes Super Saiyan. Like, that's really cool to me. Vegeta does his thing when he goes Super Saiyan God for the first time, where he's looking up. You know, when he was looking up when Goku and Beerus were fighting in space. That's cool. That's like I appreciate those little attentions to details. Like Super Janemba's transportation is the cube thing, which was in the movie. That's cool. That's attention to detail. That's developers showing they care about their product and they care about the fans who are gonna be purchasing this product. So I'm super excited to hopefully pick up here and there on some things and just overall enjoy the game before the toxic online fighting community and all fighting games wears down my soul.
Hmm.
I'm really hoping there are no online trophies.
I hope the game's filled with nothing but online trophies.
That's not going to be a thing. You know, at the very least, one trophy is going to be finish the story.
Yeah. And the last mission of the story is play online.
Like anyone can play online. Now, if it tells you to become like top tier or a top tier ranked player, well, listen, I'll kiss that platinum goodbye.
Gee.
Some trophies might be like create this what if scenario, like this specific what if scenario. So
Yeah.
like
They might.
yeah, like what if what if like the one they showcased, like what if Piccolo never shot Goku with the special beam cannon when Raditz invaded. I don't know if you can create. I don't know what the depth of like creations you can do with the what if scenarios, but like one could be like, what if Future Trunks never came to warn the Z Warriors, and Goku would die of heart disease. But
Yeah.
it'd be interesting. I wonder how far it would go. Like, would it let you play the saga out without Goku, or does someone have to create those scenarios after?
Who knows?
I don't. I don't.
I
But yeah,
never
shall we get into some
know
Boruto?
anything.
If you like, or do
Yeah.
you want to save it?
We can get into some Boruto.
Let's get into Boruto. Take it away, Chief.
Yeah, so they got my boy Boruto locked up down bad. I'm like, oh man, it's like the typical stuff. He can't use any of his things and whatnot. And yeah, I do want to talk about how she's like, yeah, the interrogation happens, and it's like she just stopped trusting like Shikamaru's judgment, and that kind of irks me because it's like that man led y'all through a great ninja war, this, that, and the other. He's about saving Kona. So if he's having the trepidations, why are you not trying to help your fellow trio member out? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also did want Boruto just to spill the beans to say, yeah, this is Kawaki's ability to say that, because they don't believe him that Naruto's in a different dimension.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, man, no one believes him. No one believes anything, but Shikamaru kind of believes. So yeah, he tells him about the divine tree and what they eat with the people and whatnot. But yeah, got anything you wanna?
It's just so. I just think. Remember before the time skip, we said like Shikamaru was gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
I just think it's really asinine and like a huge plot hole that we're avoiding. That in Naruto's house, there should be more pictures of Boruto than there is of Kawaki.
Yeah.
Who is monitoring this? And second of all, what I was hoping would happen during this chapter, we didn't come close to happening. I was just hoping screw torture, go into his mind like you do to interrogate other people to see like the memories they have. And you would see that at the very least, you have enough evidence in Boruto's mind to know that he believes he's telling the truth. So now you have a debate. Whether you want to decide Boruto's crazy or not, in his memories, you'll learn he didn't kill Naruto. I don't remember if he was there when Boruto or Kawaki put Naruto in a different dimension with Hinata. I don't know if Boruto was present. So you might not uncover that truth, but you won't see Boruto killing Naruto. And like they could have done that the entire time he was held captive. They could have entered his mind and saw some memories.
Yeah. I another thing, I was like, how is the old folks still alive? Because they
I
were
thought the same
old
thing. I was like,
then, and I was
they're
like,
alive?
yeah, the elders.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just was like, man. But yeah, the effects. I feel like sometimes as the effect comes back, he's like, "This is something here. I don't know," but he's like, "I gotta remember." So I think Shikamaru did the right thing by saying, "Hey, you just gotta keep up the charade because no telling what that jutsu will do." But yeah, I feel like if Boruto did get his mind read, they probably like, oh, he's found a way to counteract my jutsu, my mind reading jutsu. Also,
This guy's a genius.
yeah, also, I think the whole reality shifted and they switched. When you see, like the house of the photos, if you see Boruto there, it shifts to thinking it's Kawaki there. So,
Question. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's, for hypothetical purposes, say that that's true. Do you think? Do you think it's possible that they are seeing Boruto as Kawaki and Kawaki as Boruto, and maybe their names just switched.
That's probably another way to do it too.
That would be the most logical, unexplained way for me to justify all the shenanigans. Like, because like no matter how you slice it, Boruto's the one that looks like he can be the son of Naruto. Boruto's the one that's probably in the family photos. Um, I don't know why it didn't affect Sarada or the class rep, but
I think they explained why it didn't affect them. I just forgot why.
yeah, and
Um, could be because of her Uchiha blood. She can see through jutsus, and the class rep, she can summon stuff from like a whole different dimension, so she might be outside of the space time continuum that allow for the jutsu.
maybe.
Yeah, but I have to look and read into it for a real definitive answer.
All
But
right,
yeah,
carry on.
they beat up my boy, and I do like how Shikamaru was like, yeah, he's not gonna break. That boy tough. So he calls Mitsuki in to do the poison for him, to make him tell the stuff, the truth serum. I'm like, yeah, but he's like, Akanaharu was like, you might kill him. You can't do that. And Shikamaru was like, yeah, we gotta try. And this was the whole nice one. I like this little setup they did here. It was like, hey, keep calm. This is a mission, Mitsuki. Remember that. And it turns out in that whole little brief instant, something happened. And then Mitsuki throws Boruto up against the wall like he's going to kill him. But he doesn't kill him because Shikamaru slipped him the code to the handcuffs. And my boy Boruto's out.
I wonder what made Shikamaru think he could trust Mitsuki to follow through on this.
Because I think what happened was like the whole sun and whatever instance when Boruto could have did Mitsuki, he seen it and it was like, oh, something changed there.
But also, like, on a side note, I don't like how Ino ain't writing for Shikamaru.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I can't, like, your whole guy, that's your whole trio, y'all close, and any other time you do something questionable, you're like, oh, Shikamaru, I gotta trust what he's doing.
Yo,
But this time you don't.
yo, you know what got me? You know what made me say, yo, I'm starting to hate you a little like Sakura right now, bruh. When she said, are you asking me as the Hokage? I said, no, I'm asking as a friend. Like, then I can't help you. Like, yo!
Yeah.
You bitch.
I was like, what?
Yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah.
I did not appreciate that, I just want you to know, any Eno fans out there, that was a weak moment on her part, and she deserves any hate she gets for it.
Yeah, I just was like, okay. But yeah, he slipped off the cuffs and then he just teleports out of there. I'm like, ooh, my boy teleporting. But Konohamaru, he figures it out that Shikamaru gave him the code so he can get out. But yeah, the Fly Origin Jutsu. Yeah. And so I think everyone else figured out too. And it's like, yeah, there's going to be repercussions about this because you let him out. And so, yeah, it all happens. And that's pretty much it. I think Gar's missing too.
Gar and his son, I think?
Yeah, his son got taken down, Shinki, and they're asking for help. And they got a new Divine Tree seedling, Ryu.
Which is, if Shinki got taken down, does that mean Gara is the tree?
Yeah, he might be the tree.
One of them is the tree. So here's the thing about this scenario, right? They have to be responsible for both occurrences, for Gara and the sun. In this particular, as with the current evidence, it's not confirmed that they took out Shinky and Gara, but at the moment we're drawn to that conclusion.
Well, they say Shinky got the tree affliction, so I'm taking that as the tree ate him.
Okay, so Shinky is in the tree. Gara is currently missing,
Taken down.
presumably in the hands of the what Jara? What's his name again?
Jura.
Jura, in the hands of Jura's crew. Now, the issue with this would be Gara's in a scenario where he might actually die. Because if Shinky's in the tree, then Shinky's a Kotsu clone, Ten Tails clone. That if Gara is the person Shinky looks up to the most or is closest to, that's who that person is going after. And if they already have Gara, well, there you go. My man's got the person he's looking for.
Yeah, I mean, he could be that. Or what if Shinky had a fascination with something else?
It's potential. That's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about Shinky. I just saw him in the tuning exams.
Yeah. I think he might have had something. I think there might have been like another kid that he had a thing for. But I can't remember which one it was.
Was it Choji's daughter?
I feel like it was someone he fought, like Sarada.
Was it Sarada he fought? He also fought Choji's daughter, but I think he may have fought Sarada too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I remember Choji's daughter getting like dizzy in the magnetic thing after she was doing the human boulder.
Human boulder! Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, another 3 weeks. We'll get it. We'll get some answers.
All the answers.
Maybe not all of them. Yo, I saw this crazy One Piece theory that like actually kind of made sense.
I don't care.
Bro. This one.
Zero cares.
Come on. Just let me.
Nope. Next subject.
Let me do it. It won't take long. It won't take long.
Just like One Piece was supposed to that long. Okay.
It won't take long. All right. It's. I'm just gonna read it, and that's it. We don't have to talk about it. So, the theory is, Luffy will abolish all devil fruits. That's the theory, and here's the reasoning behind it. Oda made it clear that any devil fruit user that gets close to the One Piece gets ill. This was shown with Buggy. I don't know if he actually made it clear. I think this is just jumping to conclusion. My theory is that Luffy's fruit has the ability to turn imagination into reality. In chapter 1069, Dr. Vegapunk also stated that devil fruit are created by a person's desire. It's also the reason why Shanks doesn't have any devil fruit user in his crew. The only way Luffy and his crew could get close to One Piece is if they didn't have their devil fruit. This could mean that Luffy has the ability to abolish devil fruits. It would make sense as it may be the only way to defeat Blackbeard's crew, given how strong they are right now. It would also cure the people in Ebisu Village in the Wano arc that had eaten the Smile Fruit. And Oda did mention that a member of the Straw Hats will die. Brook is the only one that relies on his devil fruit to live. So he's using this to further solidify the potential theory that Luffy, it may not be Luffy, but like some way, somehow, they're gonna deactivate all the devil fruits and essentially make them just weird looking fruits with no powers. I read that theory today, and I wanted to send it to Sammy. Sammy didn't catch up, so I couldn't send it to her. And I just figured I'd share it with our...
So I'm just next best thing, chopped liver.
I can't talk One Piece with you. Don't pretend like we can.
We could.
We can't. Unbiased?
We talk about this all the time, One Piece.
Unbiased?
Yeah.
Nah, get out of here.
You know, I'd be unbiased.
You capping.
I'd be giving straight facts.
You capping.
Nah, you cap, Reno.
You have unreasonable One Piece hate.
It's warranted. It's
Um,
all always warranted.
so I'll get a little into solo leveling Ragnarok and like where I caught up. I remember last time I talked about it, I read about half of the chapters and then I saved the rest of the half. I caught up finally. And here's the things that stood out. I'm not going to talk about every single chapter. Do you remember Lee Ming Sung?
Yeah.
Are you sure you remember Lee Ming Sung?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, it's okay if you didn't. I did remember him as well.
Yep.
So Lee Ming Sung, it's looking like he is the person that's connected to the Iterum. He awakened again as an A-Ray hunter again, and he is the vice president of the Reaper Guild. And if I'm not mistaken, the Reaper Guild is the guild he joined in solo leveling when he awakened as an A-Ray hunter and pretended to retire from acting. I thought it was really cool when Suho was fighting against the demons that spawned in this dungeon, and like how when he finally got the number odds he wanted, and like demon thought he was getting the better or someone, he just popped up behind him and snapped his neck because he's not using daggers, he's using gauntlets. And we got to meet Jinho again. Exciting.
Jinho song.
In this recent chapter, Beru unlocked his memory and he cried a lot, and now he's helping Suho. I think he gave Suho some of his company's hunters that work double time as a bodyguard, and Suho was raiding dungeons solo. Not really solo, but you know. The Awakened
Yeah.
Hunters are just chilling outside getting paid 4 million instead of the
So
2
they're
million.
doing. So they're just doing the same thing that he's been doing before.
He's
That his father did.
Yes, he's doing the same thing Jinu did.
Wow.
Original, right?
I think real original.
Original. That's what I was saying. There's only so much you can do, so like they have to, like it can't be.
I want my money back.
I didn't think you paid for it, but like it can't be
did.
much of this. You know what I mean? They have to time skip it. If they don't put anything interesting in the dungeons, they have to just straight up time skip it because like you can't give us a few chapters of him doing that. That's lazy writing.
The laziest on the floor.
Yeah, it's already been done. That's lazy writing. Like I have to give whoever's writing this at the moment credit. They've done a good job making Suho's powers feel fresh. Like it doesn't feel. It's not a carbon copy of Jinu's. So I don't want to believe that they will give us a few chapters of him just doing this. I think they'll just skip ahead to like something exciting.
Yeah.
But I'm
They
upset.
might.
I'm upset for two things. We're 22 chapters in. Suho is awakened, and one, he hasn't talked to the association president, which should be the Gunway Ko's bodyguard, whose name I forget a lot. But during the extra stories, his memories was unlocked when he came in contact with Jinyu as a kid. So he should know if Barrow even saw him, they should be like, oh, yeah, you can tell this guy. And two, I don't like that we haven't seen his aunt. We've seen and talked about Jinho more than his actual aunt, who is blood related. But we can carry on. Anything you would like to talk about, my good sir?
No, nothing.
No?
You ain't watch no JoJo's?
I didn't watch more JoJo's this week. I not that I didn't want to. It's just that when I was gonna do it, I already felt a little overloaded on like things I wanted to talk about. So I'm definitely gonna watch a couple more episodes by next week.
You might.
I don't want to speed through JoJo, mostly because like I'm not that into it. So like me not being that into it, I gotta like pay extra attention to like so I can catch the part you're telling me that's gonna like hook me. We're like we're not playing big brain moves at the moment. We're playing revenge, and I think once we get to the big brain moves, that's when it might sink its teeth into me. So like it's I gotta kind of like force myself, but like I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna get through at least the first season. Do you think the first season is gonna get me hooked, or do you think I'm gonna have to like make it to like season two? At what point were you like, oh shit, I'm into this?
That is a very unique question. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I'll look through the. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely season two. I was like, oh snap, he did that. Just
So you think
trying to see.
season two has more of the like the wow factor?
Oh no, I lied. I think because I'm trying to remember because I think they do this. That's his. Yeah, yeah. There's definitely No, they probably have some stuff in there. Season one that you'll get into. Cause I think I'm trying to remember. There's something that happens where they end up doing something. I'm like, oh, it might be around the end of the season. They have a couple fights at the end. You're like, oh, he set that move up whiles ago. Yeah, middle of the season.
The one with
It,
Dio.
mm, I don't.
Because
Yeah, I ain't
season
gonna
one's
ruin
with
it for
Dio.
you. Uh, it's not quite. You just have to watch because it's not the. So yeah, without getting into too much, but yeah, it's different stuff, and
That's fine.
yeah,
I'll get through it.
you might do better if you just sit down and just watch a bunch, you or you just let it play and then
It's
be like,
gonna be
oh, what
hard.
happened there?
I'm gonna have to do it this weekend. I mean I have to because it's gonna be hard to do that next weekend when I'm just gonna want to. The only thing I'm gonna want to do on my spare time is play Sparking Zero. So that's why I said like by next podcast I will have watched more JoJo and hopefully enough to make me feel like yeah I gotta make time for JoJo.
You probably won't watch enough by then.
Well, you don't know because like
I do know
I
enough
started
to make you feel like you're gonna want to watch it. I don't think you will.
eh, I started. Have you watched I Parry Everything?
No.
Dude, I think you would enjoy that just because I think you would find it comedic on how everyone seems to be on like not on the same page with the main character and the main character is like so ignorant to how um his current situation is that it's comedic. So I did write a few things to remember, but I think I'm gonna be able to remember this off the rip. So this boy who grew up essentially wanting to be an adventurer. When his mom passed away, he was a farmer, so he was taking care of his sick mom and like doing the farming and whatnot. So he was already kind of strong. He when his mom passed away, he was set off to the city, something he's never done. So he was in this new area. He went to apply to be an adventurer. The guy said he can't make a kid an adventurer. He has to go to the school. So he went to the schools and like it was determined he had no talent. So he did a complete course in every school. I think there's 6 of them. And over the course of 3 months, which I guess the courses are short because it was over the course of 3 months, he went to every school and he only learned like the most basic of basic things. So like in the school of fighting, he learned how to parry with a sword. In the school of magic, he learned how to do like a small fireball for light. In the school of assassin, he learned how to do feather step. In the school of light, he learned how to heal scratches. In the school of physical ability, he learned how to do like physical enhancement or something like that. So those are all the things that he like managed to learn, and that's it. Like they said, like hey, you got to give up. So at the end of the day, he couldn't become a hunter or adventurer. So he went home and he decided he was going to practice and practice and practice and practice with a wooden sword, his only real ability he can do, which is parry. And 13 years goes by of him practicing every day. And he somehow knows that, like, with just practicing with wooden swords around him, he can parry 1,000 swords in one swing. Right? So fast forward a little bit to a certain, like, thing that makes it interesting. He's in the forest, dude. He was able to become an F rank adventurer, which is the lowest of the low, and they only do scum, like, low to low tasks that just amounts to helping around the city, and, like, you can just get a normal job that will pay more. But he was happy to be of help to people. Since he's never been an adventurer, he ended up, like, without giving away too much, he ended up with this in a party with this girl who was a B rank. And because she was a B rank, he was able to go on a goblin hunting quest, which he knows nothing about goblins other than people say that, like, they're the easiest things to kill and people start off with them. So when they went looking for goblins, a mutated goblin emperor showed up, which was freaking huge and had a mana stone in his head. And he's like, that's a goblin? That's easy? And the girl, she was too stunned at, like, this mutated thing even existing that she couldn't explain that, like, it wasn't a normal goblin. So they end up fighting it, and he's under he's under the impression that, like, oh, this is supposed to be easy, so I can't cower now. So the whole fight goes by, and they eventually take it down with some teamwork, and he decides, like, man, that's if that's a goblin, I'm gonna have to train and get stronger. Not knowing that he took out, like, the most powerful version of a goblin that could exist. And so he's under the misconception that, like, that was a normal goblin. And she's with him because she's under the misconception that, like, he is so, like, talented that, like, he's worth training under. So, like, he doesn't know that, like, she's holding him to a high regard, and she doesn't know that, like, she thinks that, like, when he says, like, there's nothing he can teach her, she's thinking as if, like, she's not worth learning from. And he's, like, being very honest, genuine, that, like, he has garbage abilities. They're the basic of basics. He cannot teach her. Anyone would be better than me. You're B rank, I'm an F rank. It's just not going to work. We struggled against this regular goblin. She's like, we took out a freaking goblin king. So I was told it gets crazier and crazier as it goes. It's enjoyable, it's comedic, and it's I feel like it's done in taste. It's tasteful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on High Dive. I don't know if you can watch it anywhere else.
Nah, I ain't got high dive.
I'll let you borrow my Amazon, dog.
Nah, I don't care enough.
Damn.
No, I just might check it out one day. See how it goes.
Something I do want to talk about. I don't know if you've been seeing this on Instagram, but I've been seeing it on more than one occasion. There's like fan videos and, like, theories of, like, Black Frieza facing Beast Gohan. And I feel like where that might be a possibility, considering Gohan is the strongest hero we have right now, and Frieza's the strongest villain. I will be honest and say I don't like Beast Gohan. And I am a Gohan fan. I'm a Gohan fan. I want to put that out there. I don't like Orange Piccolo. I think Orange Piccolo is stupid. I think it looks stupid.
Orange Piccolo.
I think it looks stupid, sounds stupid, is stupid, and that's not why I don't like Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan actually looks really cool. I don't like Beast Gohan because, like, I don't like the route they went with Gohan in general since the Buu arc. So, since the Buu, I think we've talked about this, how, like, Ultimate Gohan is stronger. I just read the other day that Ultimate Gohan is supposedly stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. What do you think?
Believe it.
Right, and it's kind of believable because they were like, "Oh, Super Saiyan 3 Goku was a kind of holding his own against Kid Buu, but Kid Buu is just a deranged, wild version of Super Buu." So they were saying Super Buu is actually stronger than Kid Buu because Kid Buu is not intelligent. It's just a child throwing a tantrum that happens to be very strong. I don't want to. How do I want to say? I don't want to feel like Ultimate Gohan. I don't want to say Ultimate Gohan is stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku because I feel like that contradicts the very purpose of being a Super Saiyan in general. And Ultimate Gohan is a form that unleashed his full potential, whereas Super Saiyan is not. Ultimate Gohan is not supposed to be a form. It's just him with his potential release, just like it happened in Namek. Just an, I feel like an advanced version. Now I feel like he should be able to go Super Saiyan and expand on that potential because the point of the forms Super Saiyan is to exponentially increase your strength and abilities. Now, the reason I don't like Beast Gohan, and I don't like a lot of things that happen once we got introduced to Super Saiyan God, is because Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue is supposed to be, first and foremost, a God key wielding form that people without that key can't sense. If you can't sense, I feel like we've been conditioned to in these type of animes, there where people fight that like if you are not able to sense your opponent's presence, a lot of the time it either means they're really, 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 really weak, or just that much better than you. Therefore, I feel like no matter what form Gohan, Piccolo, Future Trunks, Jiren, anybody from the other universes, no matter what forms they take on, I don't think they should be able to compete on equal footing with any Super Saiyan God transformation unless you give them a scenario where they have God Ki. Toppo, the guy that Vegeta fought in the Turn of Power, was a candidate for the God of Destruction. That made sense. This guy had God Ki. That makes sense that he can fight on equal footings with Vegeta. Jiren was just really, really, really strong for no reason. So to top it all off, Gohan Beast Mode is stronger than freaking Ultra Instinct Goku.
I think I think Jiren was he was a candidate, but I don't think he wanted to be a god. I think he just wanted to destroy, be destruction or whatever.
Do you think he actually
Um,
trained under the God of Destruction though to acquire the key? Because that would make sense. I'd shut the fuck up if that was the case.
no, I think he was like the first choice, but like he didn't want to do it, so that's why I topoed. Because like, yeah, he's even stronger than I am. Because he told Vegeta that. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I could see it because if you train hard enough and long enough for something, like you'll surpass your limits. He may or may not be closer to being a god than what was like initially like anticipated. That makes sense.
But then we get to like Beast Gohan being stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku, and I'm just like, given with everything I just said, Ultra Instinct is a technique of the angels. The angels have mastered. It is hard for any god of destruction, god of creation, god of whatever you want to name to tap into that realm of power.
But you could think about it this way: when a beast goes on a hunt and a prowl, it'd be going off of instinct. So you could say they're comparable in that regard.
Yes, but Gohan is not going off an instinct. I don't know why it actually is called beast mode. Um, but the way he explained it was he taps into his rage to just before the breaking point. And that bothered me too, because like the point of a Sans rage is to make him stronger. It's been proven when Frieza killed Krillin, Goku went Super Saiyan 1. When Cell killed Android 16
Yeah.
and Gohan went Super Saiyan 2. When Beerus slapped Bulma and Vegeta in Super Saiyan 2 form, kind of whacked on Beerus a little. Beerus was still holding back, but he whacked on Beerus a little when Super Saiyan 3 Goku couldn't touch him.
Yeah.
And like that all plays into the rage. So like you're telling me that you're tapping into your rage to just before your breaking point, the breaking point that has helped Sans ascend to the next level, is enough for you to acquire this form that completely overpowers your dad's Ultra Instinct, which is an angel level ability that, granted, he's on the first level on, so he can master it. He has room for improvement. But like, I still don't think you should be touching him at all.
If you think about it this way too, Gohan's never been a very violent. Plus, his use of since he's only have his cells are different. So when he snaps into his rage, you notice how he went like a quiet rage when he was fighting Cell, because he was like, "Oh yeah." So it's like a measured point. So I guess you could say that the rage for him, he starts being controlled in order to be his best form. Which also you could say snapping just into before your rage, it could also mean that there's a beast mode too. If he just snaps, if he just snaps all the way.
Yes. What I think beast mode is, I honestly, okay, so I think this can go one of two ways, because I have to imagine that like the people who are taking over the Dragon Ball story are going to pay as much homage to Akira as possible. And it's already known widely that Akira's favorite character is Gohan, and he wanted to give Gohan a more main character role, but like Goku and Vegeta were always at the front of the popularity polls. They could just decide to let the fan base be the fan base and give Gohan his main role to close out the show,
Series,
the series, yeah. Or I think the most logical thing to do would be, because like the whole thing leading up to the sparring session was Goku and Vegeta are trying to train Broly to control his anger. So I think Beast Mode Gohan could potentially help Broly enter into the domain where he is the strongest being in the universe, aside from like Beerus and Whis, and maybe Supreme Kai.
Is Freakai even that strong?
Well, Supreme Kai has to. I don't know. I remember if you kill Supreme Kai, you kill Beerus.
Yeah, that's why Beerus is always trying to get him to do some training.
Yeah. So like I don't know if he can't be that strong. He had to fuse with Kabuto to compete during the Buu saga.
Kobito Kai,
Kabuto
yeah,
Kai, yeah. And then they've unmerged since then. I don't think he's that strong.
yeah.
But he has to have some kind of god level key. How can someone god key be that weak? You know what? Supreme Kai may have just thrown a wrench in my theory. Because I feel like he has god key, but he's weak as shit.
Yeah, it's just one of those ones where yeah,
Which throws a wrench in my theory, because then it was like, yeah, I guess people can compete with god key. You don't have to be able to sense it if you can just overpower it.
Like he might train in it. Like like with the you can think about it as like the different kinds of hockey where Usopp the observation knows all sorts of stuff, but it's not as good as like armament and the physical abilities, but it's still a type of hockey. So there might be different kinds of God Key.
I feel like we're so dangerously close to the end for Usopp not to have be able to see into the future a little bit. I feel like ever since the Dressrosa arc, he unlocked Observation Hockey, and you haven't seen him use it since. Usopp has been the biggest waste of potential. Usopp is easily the worst member of the Straw Hats. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I think Luffy might be the worst one.
Did you say fucking Luffy, you piece of shit?
Hey, man.
Did you just fucking say Luffy?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying Usopp's the worst member. I'm not debating it. I'm putting that out there. People think what you want, hate if you want.
I don't even think he's that bad.
He has the potential to not be that bad. He is that bad. I feel like he is that bad. I think he could be a better character.
I think the worst would be Luffy, followed by Nami. Chopper's pretty bad. He just useless. I don't know what he really be doing.
Chopper's the doctor.
Yeah, he just be doing crazy stuff. Then I go Sanji, Zoro, Brook, Frankie, what's the other? Jinbei, and then I go follow up with Robin.
So you got Robin as like the number one useful character, which makes sense because she could read the poneglyphs.
Yeah,
I would say
I don't care for your ranking system. That was just me talking.
I'm gonna top of your ears.
Carry on, sir.
I'm carrying on. I'm gonna say it. I think Robin does deserve to be the number one most important character on the crew because of the poneglyphs. I think Nami should be high up there just because she can get you to where you need to go. So I think I would say at least for traveling. If we're talking traveling, we're not talking fighting. We're just talking usefulness as far as adventuring.
This is a discussion I want to get into.
Robin, Nami, Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji, Brook, Chopper, Frankie, Usopp. I don't know if that's my final answer, but I'm sticking to it for now. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I mean,
see, look at you, nothing to talk about. You over here cutting me off.
Yeah. Nothing really. I started watching that show Shy about the superhero girl. I think I mentioned that last week. Haven't watched anything since then. Quality Insurance is the one that I was watching. It's pretty good still. And why does no one remember me in this world?
I keep seeing that one like pop up.
Yeah,
I haven't tried it yet.
It's
Nor do I want to right now because like I want the more things I try that I like, the less reason I have to watch JoJo, and I want to watch JoJo.
I mean,
I want to watch JoJo.
I mean, there might be like the next 5 episodes. You might get a little something in there.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's this. I think it happens the first season that they do a character change. Because there's a guy that happens and some other stuff, and yeah, he ends up in New York. I'm like, oh, okay.
In New York. Let me stop.
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's double DMCA.
Yeah, episode. Wait, 16,
is that Beyonce?
It's Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys. I like Alicia Keys.
But episode 16, they get into some big fights. Yeah, the fights are coming up. So you might be.
Shit, the fights are coming up. I'm on episode 4. Told me to
Yeah,
get
the
to
fights.
16. The fights are coming up. Fuck you.
There's more fights there, but like the fight that I'm thinking about, one of them where I was like, oh, you set that up then. It's like around there.
Okay, all right, I got you. I'm with it. You have a better chance of me watching all of JoJo's. I'm gonna send. Yeah, I'm gonna clip this. I'm not even gonna post it. I'm gonna send it straight to you, Sammy. I'm gonna put this out there right now. You have a better shot of me finishing all 5 seasons of JoJo's, watching the new one that comes out whenever it does, and then you getting out of Wano.
I'm already out of Wano.
I'm talking to Sammy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm already out of Wano, bro. What's up?
No, I'm calling Sammy out.
Yeah, no, you definitely got a better chance because that whole arc's like 500 episodes.
What, Wano? Wano's 195. It's 3.75 years worth of content.
It's 194 episodes, too much.
An arc has to be at least more than one episode. Come on, stop. Yeah, if you're gonna say it's too much, give an accurate number.
Do a re-zero and just
Disappear
190
for
minutes. Yeah, 190 minutes and keep it moving. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's it for today.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.